So welcome back, it's Josh with Lost Mentality. So over the weekend, I did a gig for these guys that own McLarens. I thought I took some amazing photos. After I finished the photos and put them up, they thought that they were just average. Told me I didn't have enough motion blur in my pictures. I was too busy trying to still frame everything. So here I am today with my friend Paul.
Hello.
Paul specializes in rolling shots, and he's gonna show me how he makes his shots look like this.
Yeah, particularly this picture instance, this car was on the track, and I'll pan it. But yeah, half the time what I'm doing is I'm in the bleachers and I'm doing this with my camera.
How do you maintain tracking, like to focus on them while they're going 60, 70 miles an hour?
The best I can.
How many shots does it take before you get one that you like? Because I'll be honest, while we were riding down the car, I was just like snap, 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 snap.
I wait till I see if the car's in focus. If the car's not in focus, I won't take the picture. But sometimes that's where I said burst mode comes in handy. Because if, for instance, if I'm shooting at 1/13, sometimes, actually there was one shot particularly where I was trying to get it, the car was up blurry. So I came off the button and I pressed it again to let the camera focus.
Okay, so you're not just snap, 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 you're waiting to make sure it's in focus.
Yep, and that's how a lot of my pictures are, is I wait for the moment. If I don't see the moment, then I'm not going to capture the picture.
That makes sense.
Yeah, 30 miles an hour. If you want, crack your windows. And you see how...
He's gonna send me the files. Yeah. I like how the dust is coming off the fucking...
And that's why I said you would appreciate this one, because the way that the lighting is, you can see the dust and everything, and also as it's coming out.
Alright, the only thing that sucks about a slow shutter speed
is making sure it's clear.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about, is making sure to get the car in focus.
And don't be afraid to get out the window. Make sure it's on autofocus.
It's always on autofocus.
Alright. Ready?
What do you think about that one?
Honestly, you can't really tell until you bring the exposure up a little bit.
So back in the studio here, what did I learn? So when it comes down to being able to set the shots up correctly, you want to make sure that you have that shutter speed approximately 1/13 if you have smooth hands. If you don't, 1/15. It makes it a little bit easier to be able to snap the image still instead of getting that vibration. I'll show you a couple of photos where I had messed up, got no focus, which comes to play with what Paul said about making sure not to snap the photo unless you know you're in focus. Paul had his ISO set at 100, his shutter speed was 1/13, and his f-stop was f4. Now that works great if you have an APS-C censored camera. However, I shoot with the a7 III, which is a full frame, so my settings were a little bit different. My ISO was at 50, my shutter speed was 1/13, and my f-stop was at f8. The only way that I could not get it to overexpose the entire image. Of course, every camera that you have is going to vary, and that's why I encourage you to test with it yourself. Now let's go ahead and check out some of these photos that we get. I like it. Blurry. That's what I was talking about here. It's very hard to get that car in focus because of the slow shutter speed. Nice. Nice. Super blurry. So that's all I got for you today. My name is Josh from Lost Mentality. I encourage you to go ahead and take your cameras and go out there and practice some rolling shots. You never know, you might get some people that are willing to go ahead and pay you to stick your head out the car rolling down the road. Help the YouTube algorithm by making sure to like this video, and if this is some content you like, go ahead and subscribe. I post videos every week.